Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2021, the album. Dad. And New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick. Rock on, gold dust woman. Boost! Yes, I have a new fan. If you haven't seen my new fan, this is my Tamisha Monn fan. The lady said go home. I love this fan so much. It was one of my favorite moments from RuPaul's Drag Race ever. And so now I'm going to be using it in some of my videos. Anyway, how are you guys doing? It feels so weird to be back in this chair. I'm like looking at myself, just like sitting in this chair. I'm like, oh my God, I'm like so tan. I got so tan while I was on vacation. Well, burnt, really. I got really, really burnt. My forehead is, look at that. My forehead is burnt. So anyway, we're back in the chair and we're back to the drama. And I just picked up the dogs. I don't know if they want to help me with this video or not. Boo, Tucker! They look so cute. They just had baths. And they have their little bandanas on and all that kind of stuff. But before I get into this video, which is about Shane Dawson, I can't come up with the same title that I did before. Shane Dawson's back. Shane Dawson's returned. Shane Dawson's returned for good. Now I have to save that title for when he really does upload a video. So I'm not really sure what I titled this video yet. I think I'm going to call it Shane Dawson Shades the Drama Channels. When your lips are dry as mine, then it's Luna Beauty time. But I'm not sure yet because he did get kind of shady with the drama channels in the video. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. But before I do, let me have a sip of my butt-popping bubble tea from Dunkin' Donuts. I just reviewed this. Go over to my review channel. It's kind of like boba tea, but not. You can see on the bottom there are all the different strawberry bubbles. It just came out today. I just reviewed it today. And yeah, it's pretty good. I'm very excited about it. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Did you miss me over here on the chair? If you didn't see my vlogs from Florida, go check out my vlog channel. I literally got like twice as many views on my vlog while I was gone. People must love me out of Indiana. I don't know. I love me out of Indiana too. So, all right, let's get into today's video. So, Shane Dawson is back, kind of. A lot of people are speculating now that Tati has come back and she has made a return and she made a video addressing things, you know, and that Jeffree Star has continued just to push through and post videos and do all that kind of stuff, and that David Dobrik came back and that he made a return video, that Shane Dawson feels like now is the time for him to come back and make videos again. So, I was not surprised because I do kind of believe that. I do believe that Shane Dawson is somebody that tests the waters to see, like, I think he thinks so hard about this stuff that instead of, like, just coming back and posting a video, he's like, is this the right time? Oh my God, I don't know. Should I, whatever, you know? So, I do think that he's testing the waters. And I think he's testing the waters by posting Instagram stories, which he's posting more of. Oh, actually, I have that to talk about too. And, you know, he posted stuff when they were in Cabo San Lucas, and also posting a picture on Instagram, also being in Ryland's vlogs, and now he has been in a new video on Ryland's channel, which is just called Ryland Adams. And the video, let me get into it, it's called, I think it's called, I made my boyfriend his favorite meal. Hold on a second. Yes, it's called Cooking My Boyfriend's Favorite Meal. And the reason that I know that, because I have a screenshot right here, but what is very interesting about this video, okay, and speaking of conspiracies, I actually think there's more to this, just because I think this is the way they all think. I think that Shane and Ryland and Morgan sit around and they're like, you know what we should do? We should upload a video with the exact same title. And because I do think they talk a lot about drama channels and conspiracies of drama channels and what we put out there and whatever, because it came up several times in this video, specifically pointed to drama channels, that I'm like, I think they do this kind of stuff just to kind of screw with drama channels, which if that's the case, hey, have at it. You're just giving us more fodder to make videos about, right? At one point, Morgan even said something like, well, drama channels are probably making more money than we're making right now because of the videos. Well, I'll explain all this in a second, but I'm like, yeah, girl, because we're posting videos, you know? Like, some of us, like myself, post videos every single day, okay? Shane Dawson hadn't posted a video in a year. He hadn't taken no accountability for his actions. That's on Shane. That's not on me for making the videos. But anyway, what's interesting about this when you look at this is that Rylan posted a video. This was yesterday, cooking my boyfriend's favorite meal, 2021. If you go and you watch the video from a year ago, which is titled the exact same thing, cooking my boyfriend's favorite meal, and so it's like the exact same title. What's different about this is, because yes, I did you guys all a favor, and I went and I watched the 40-minute vlog of Ryland and Morgan cooking this burrito XXL or whatever for Shane, because that's Shane's favorite meal supposedly, and they have discontinued it at Taco Bell. I watched that video, and then I wanted to see how it was different from the video a year ago. Well, the video from a year ago was a dedicated sponsored video, which I'm sure he made a lot of money for, because the difference between like a sponsored video and a dedicated video is that when you do just a sponsored video, like my Adam and Eve sponsorships, and you go in for, let's say, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that, and you talk about it being sponsored in this video, it's like a commercial at the beginning of the video, right? A dedicated video is when you go in and you do an entire video just about that, and typically those pay quite a bit more than just sponsored videos. So I have to believe that Rylan Adams doing a dedicated video a year ago, what made him quite a bit of money. What's interesting about the video from a year ago, okay, and I went over to the Reddit thread, which we're going to talk about in a second, and I'm kind of surprised that nobody's calling this out for being kind of a scam, is that a year ago, the video was titled, Cooking My Boyfriend's Favorite Meal, right? In that video, it is a dedicated video to, I believe, HelloFresh, and he goes in and he shows what HelloFresh is, and he cooks a meal from HelloFresh and all this kind of stuff. Shane does help him with it. But what's interesting about it is it's not Shane's favorite meal. It's a HelloFresh meal. So it's kind of interesting to me now in retrospect, looking back and seeing this. The other thing that's interesting to me about this is when you watch the video from a year ago and when you watch the video that was just posted yesterday, Shane's humor has not changed one bit. My battery died because I just went and did that review. And I vlogged for a really long time last night when I got home at 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so anyway, I was going into this to say that, like, I'm trying to be really objective about all this, because if I don't, then all the Shane fans and stans will come over here and say, oh, you're so biased because you don't like Shane Dawson or whatever. I have to be really honest with you. Like, I don't really think a whole lot about Shane Dawson unless I'm sitting in this chair and I'm filming a video. And I know that's hard. I don't know why. I know it's hard for people to believe, but I don't know why it's hard for people to believe, right? It's like if I'm sitting there watching like the Real Housewives of, I don't know, Beverly Hills Reunion with my husband or something, I have very heated responses to that. I'm like, I can't believe Kyle did that, or, whatever, right? But after we like turn the TV off and we go do our things, it's not like I'm sitting there going, I can't believe Kyle did that. It's not like I continue to like live with that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't borrow that for the rest of my day then. And just because Kyle Richards said something or did something in a reunion show, I don't know. Like, for me, I am able to separate YouTube from my personal life. And I have a feeling that there's a lot of people out there that just really find that difficult to do. And so they like, the super fandoms and the standums, it's unreal. And I see it a lot. I see it a lot in people making excuses for Shane Dawson. I see it a lot in the comments underneath Rylan's video, because they're all glowing, which is interesting because there's a whole thread about that on the Shane Dawson thread, which we're going to talk about in just a second. But I'm trying to go into this really objectively, but I have to tell you, in watching both videos from a year ago and the video that was posted just 24 hours ago, you guys, I don't know what it was. Like, I don't know if my perspective of Shane Dawson has changed, or I don't know what it is, but like, his humor is just not funny to me. It just is not funny to me at all. Like, this kind of like, he does this whole thing in the video front that Rylan just posted, where he's like, he puts on a wig and he's hiding behind sunglasses, and it's very much that talk that Shane Dawson does, like that, like. And I think maybe it's partly because I haven't met him, and that is like, that Shane never came out. Not in the 2 hours that we sat there and talked, or however long it was. That Shane never came out. I never saw any bit of that Shane. And when we see like these deep dive investigations, that Shane doesn't come out. So when Shane's sitting there, okay, making jokes about his own cancellation, making jokes about the fact that, oh, I went to a treatment center jokingly, which for me as somebody that's in recovery, I don't know that I think that that's a seriously funny joke, especially when the video is about how intoxicated your fiance gets while he is cooking a meal for you. Oh, and then go watch the drunk vlogs of Ryland over on his vlog channel. I don't know, and that's just personal to me because as a person in recovery, I'm sitting there as I'm watching this, thinking about the people that do look up to Shane, and he's making jokes about treatment, and they've gone to treatment recently or trying to get sober. So for me, that was just kind of a bad taste joke. Shane Dawson make bad taste jokes, can't imagine that. You know, and he's just sitting here and he's kind of like dogging the internet and dogging this, and I'm like, you literally take no responsibility for this. Like, you really do not get it, do you? Like, I don't believe that Shane Dawson has changed in one bit in a year. And honestly, like, when I went to go watch the second video, his humor is like identical to last year. If you go and you watch the videos back to back, he's literally sitting on one of those bar stools in the kitchen talking to Ryland while Ryland's cooking, and it's almost identical to the video that he put up a year ago, right? Now, when I was saying that I feel like there might be like them sitting around doing something, I'm wondering if titling it the exact same title a year later is like, they're trying to like subconsciously feed out to like, you know, the world or drama channels or whatever, like, oh, is Shane coming back? Because Ryland posted a vlog that was titled the exact same thing a year apart. Is this a sign that Shane Dawson's coming back? Girl, hate to tell you, okay, but we're just not that consumed with you. We aren't, okay? And like Morgan said something about like, this gets good views. This is what somebody wants to hear about that watches Shane Dawson. People want to hear about the commentary of Shane Dawson. That's why we talk about Shane Dawson, okay? Nobody wants to talk about G.D. Smith, okay, that hasn't been problematic. You've been problematic. You continue to be problematic, and you don't take responsibility for your actions. So until he does that, I don't know why he thinks that it's going to be any different with that. So anyway, I'm watching this video, and the beginning of it is they're just kind of sitting around. Ryland keeps on talking about how drunk he got in Mexico, blah, 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 whatever, which I'm like, okay, like, this is very much like a 21-year-old kind of Tana Mojo kind of video, like where you're talking about how drunk you are and how much you partied. It's like, I don't know why you need to include all that, but hey, that's you, do you? Apparently people like it. While I'm watching the video, I'm like reading the comments, and they are all glowing, you guys. Like, every single comment is like, oh, Shane, I can't wait for you to come back. Shane this, Shane that. Very few of them are about Ryland, honestly. They're mostly all about Shane. Can't wait for you to come back. Shane, I miss you so much. Shane, it's so good to see you. Shane this, Shane that, blah, 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 whatever, right? And I do believe that Shane will come back. And I think this was Shane's moment to see if I can be like in an entire video. Because he jokes about it at the beginning. He's like got sunglasses on and all this kind of stuff. This is the part that he shades drama channels, okay? So he's at the beginning of it, they're talking about why can't drama channels use a different thumbnail? Why do they always use the same old thumbnail? Okay, well, let's address that from a drama channel point of view, okay? First of all, I haven't. Any new picture that Shane Dawson puts out, I try to use that picture in my thumbnail, right? Because it's current. And so if you're looking at that picture as a viewer, I'm thinking to myself, it's a picture they haven't seen before, so yes, they're probably going to watch it. But do you think us as drama channels, we want to use the same pictures of James Charles and Tati and Jaclyn Hill? We don't. Put some more pictures up, girl. Take some more pictures. Please. I am so tired of Googling Shane Dawson. I'm so tired of looking at the same 10 to 15 pictures of you and trying to figure out how to use them. Girl, put them boring up on Instagram. We'll use different pictures. It's why today I use different pictures. And in fact, I used the pictures where he talked about how that we would make some video where it was like, oh, Shane Dawson shades Tana Mojo for blah, 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 whatever. So anyway, they go and they talk about all that. I don't know what to think about this. I really don't. It's very obvious to me that Morgan and Ryland and first of all, one of the only interesting parts of this to me was Morgan. I'm not very interested in Ryland. I don't think he's funny. Just my personal opinion, okay? And now watching it, it's like, I don't know for anybody else. You do you. You watch who you want. But I just can't sit there and watch all of this stuff with Shane Dawson and then him come back. But it's the same for me, I will be honest with you, with any of these people, and not take any accountability and just kind of move on and act like, okay, hey, I'm back, right? And we've seen this in the posts that Shane has posted on Instagram, and we've seen this in other things, that Shane really believes that he's just taking a break, that like this is not because him needing to, you know, people were not going to watch his videos or people were very upset with him. This was like, oh, it's the decision I'm making to take a break. But why did you take that break? Would Shane Dawson have taken that break had not everything happened? It's also interesting when you watch the video from a year ago and the things he references and the merch he's pushing and the lip gloss and talking about Jeffree Star. They don't talk about Jeffree Star in this video. They don't talk about it at all. So it's interesting when you go in there and you see the difference between a year ago and now, right? And where he's at today. And then, you know, he said this whole thing, like, they made a very, like, pointed part at the beginning of the video to talk about drama channels. And you have to remember, these videos are edited, right? So they could have taken that part out of there. And I'm like, well, first of all, Shane Dawson, okay, you know, you're somebody that has sang the praises of drama channels. You've included drama channels in your series. You have talked about drama channels before. I know you've talked to quite a bit of us. I'm not the only drama channel that Shane Dawson has talked to or even met, right? So let's just be for real for a second. Now you have an issue with drama channels, but you, oh, damn it, Janet, can't we have nice things? But you don't have a problem talking to drama channels when they were on your side doing something for you that you wanted us to do, right? But now that we've seen the truth, okay, and we don't do that anymore, you don't like that? You got an issue with that. Now drama channels are the spawn of devil, right? Okay, I see how it is. Well, let me tell you what the difference is between drama channels and Shane Dawson, because since they want to go on and on and on about this, okay? If drama channels do something they get canceled for, drama channels get canceled, okay, periodly, and pay the price for it. And everybody's like, see, I told you, drama channels were the worst things in the entire world. Shane Dawson, though, he will come back. And hundreds and thousands of millions of people support him. Even at the end of the video, they were making some joke. Rylan was making some joke about, go resubscribe to Shane Dawson if you've unsubscribed. That was not a joke, you guys. That was like 100% meant. And I have to tell you, I believe if I go over to Shane Dawson's, if I go to his Social Blade and he's gained subscribers, then I'm going to know that that part for a second was not a joke. But we'll see. He probably hasn't, you know, gained any subscribers just in the last 24 hours. So that would be crazy, wouldn't it? Oh, no, he's still losing. He lost 10,000 a month ago. Oh, wait. This is not his channel though. This is Shane Dawson TV. You know, this happened to me before when I tried to look up Shane. It wouldn't pull up his channel. What is going on here with Social Blade? Okay, now I pulled up a channel called Shave. The receipts, Whitney! I need the receipts right now, please! Okay, here it is. No, he hasn't lost any subscribers in the last 30 days. And he's still, are you guys getting ready for that? Are you guys ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Bum, bum, bum. He's still getting between 200 and 300,000 views a day on his video. I mean, come on now, all right? So I was like, this is interesting to me. I want to see what the response is. The response is overwhelmingly good. People are happy to see Shane Dawson and Rylan's video. People are leaving glowing comments. They're happy to be that Shane is coming back. So I'm interested. Are you happy that Shane's coming back? If you are, here's my question. How do you overlook all of the things that Shane Dawson has done and been accused of, okay? And at the same time, like, just excuse it all away when you, when you don't excuse it for other people. If other people do the exact same things, like in your personal life, or if you saw it on the news in your neighborhood, how is it that you are able to excuse it away for Shane Dawson, but not for other people? Like, that's one of the things of doing drama videos that always really baffles me, that I don't understand. Like, literally at all. I do not understand it. I'm like, do you guys love these people so much that you can just, I mean, there's millions and millions of subscribers out there, okay? And I just watched a 40-minute vlog of Rylan Adams cooking a burrito for Shane Dawson. It's not that fine of a vlog, okay? It's not that exciting. It's not that, you know, it's not like the best content that you're going to find on YouTube. So why is it that people are so unwilling to find other people? You know, when we were just the other day, when I was talking in my video about, who was I talking about? I can't even remember now. Somebody, Tati, having been gone for a while, and somebody said in there that the time that Tati was gone gave them the opportunity to go find other influencers, makeup influencers that they really liked. So isn't it the same thing with Shane being gone? Have you not found other YouTubers that you liked, or are you just literally waiting on bated breath for Shane Dawson to make his return? Like, I mean, do people really care that much? I mean, honestly, you guys, go watch his videos and tell me you really think it's humor. Is that hilarious? I mean, he's self-deprecating. He puts other people down. He constantly is putting other people down in his videos. He's hiding behind sunglasses and wigs and costumes, and he thinks it's real funny. And he's like, it's at 3 o'clock in the morning. You don't have to buy my merch character that he does that he thinks is funny. I don't find any humor in that. That's just me. I don't think that's funny, you know? Especially when, like, Ryland is rolling around on the floor calling him daddy, and then, like, it's like, I'm confused, okay? I'm real confused by all this. But let's go into the Shane Reddit thread and hear what people over here have to say, because there's literally, you guys, like 4 posts alone just about this. Did I say post alone or post Malone? I said post alone. This is interesting. This is the highest rated one right now that's trending. And so I just want to read this to you really quick. This doesn't have to do with this. This was from 17 days ago, but I think this is interesting. Somebody posted, do not click on any of Shane Dawson. And I don't stand behind this. I'm just telling you, I'm just reading the Reddit thread. Do not click on any Shane Dawson videos. They will be re-uploaded. Do not give him that one view. He has not properly addressed his blah, blah, blah. The live stream with Tati, him and his cat, racism, or his Trisha Paytas friendship ending. Shane is not a good person, is only coming back to save his fiance's failing podcast and blog channel. He deserves to be canceled until everything is addressed. Someone said he deserves to be canceled indefinitely, regardless of whether he ever addresses anything. And it goes on and on and on. And then people are like telling him what to do with this video. What could he possibly say to address all of that? Somebody said. And then somebody said, I'm deleting my channel and leaving the internet to get a real job. Well, he's not going to do that because he's in Ryland's videos. Someone said, like, he could get a real job. He has no sense of professionalism, timekeeping, or responsibilities. He last, oh, so I think this is on the second video, the one from a year ago. Go watch it, where Ryland talks about how he just likes to come out and, you know, be straight with people and, like, be straightforward with people. And he tells Shane that Shane's breath stinks, and Shane gets really defensive and doesn't want to brush his teeth. Okay. Don't brush your teeth then, girl. True, I forgot. Okay, and it goes on and on and on. People are, like, pulling up stuff. You didn't say anything except a couple short, snarky sentences. I don't see anything that makes that behavior okay, and I need anyone in my life or in my public consumption who did stuff like that. To accept an explanation or apology, you have to trust that person. That's why I ask if you do. Okay, they go on and talk about this kind of stuff. Okay. Someone said, we should send one person to go watch it and download it. Wait, is he coming back? I saw on Twitter everybody's talking about him doing this free Britney documentary and that he supposedly is doing that. I don't know if that's true or not. It all came out of one tweet and I haven't seen anything about it. So, the first one was, they posted a picture of the video from yesterday. It said, maybe don't talk about how you prefer your fiance drunk while you're being canceled for, and it goes in here and talks about, you know, SA. And underneath here, people were like, I honestly think Ryland is going to get them both canceled with this SHI Tut. Someone said, I honestly hope to God Ryland is going to get them both canceled permanently with this crap. Someone said, I added a bit. It is interesting. I mean, it really is interesting, the things that they're continuing to joke about. And I think this is it, is that, okay, like, your humor from a long time ago, you don't see how that affects you today, but your humor today is continuing to be somewhat offensive to some people. Think about that, right? Like, really, really think about that. First, okay, so it goes on. Then someone said, Drunk Ryland is my favorite Ryland. Someone said, Drunk Ryland is somehow more boring than Sober Ryland. That's a talent in itself. And it goes on and on and on. Someone's saying that they think that's a reach. So let me know if you think that's a reach. Someone said, it's difficult to find anything but positive comments under this community post, and it's making me feel sick. Not complaining, though. Okay, so this is a community post. This video was so much fun to be a part of, and it made me really happy. Check it out if you want. This is from Shane Dawson's community tab. Here it is again. I'm selling merch, but you don't have to buy it. I just want to let you know, in case you like merch, you can go get it if you want. Okay? What's with that if you want crap? Shane Dawson, if you want to show us you've changed, quit being so manipulative in the language that you use. I do not believe that Shane Dawson is so dumb to act like that, like, you don't have to watch it, but if you want to, you can if you want. Like, I don't believe that he doesn't for 1 second realize how that doesn't come across as completely manipulative, okay? Nobody is forcing us to watch YouTube videos. Nobody is forcing us to watch Netflix series. Nobody is forcing us to watch figure skating on TV. And definitely nobody is forcing us to watch these ridiculous boxing matches between YouTubers, okay? So Shane Dawson, nobody's forcing us to watch you in a boring-ass vlog of Ryland Adams. Why did I watch it? Because I'm covering it for this video. So don't put out there like you don't have to, just if you want to, I wanted to let you know. You ought to just put out there, hey, you guys, I'm back in Ryland's vlog. That would be honest and authentic if you want to be honest and authentic, which I don't know you have any idea how to do that. Thanks for all the love and nice messages recently. It means a lot to me. The last year was hard, not complaining. I'm aware I deserved a lot of it, but it definitely made me not want to tell jokes, really. He tells jokes in this video. He's offensive to several different people in this video. But lately I've been feeling more like myself, and it's been nice. At some point I want to talk about stuff more openly, but for now I'm just trying to do things that make me happy and get me feeling creative again. Hope you're having a good week, and I hope the chaotic fever dream of a video makes you laugh. You know, no discussion about the fact that Shane Dawson has hurt millions of fans by his actions. Shane Dawson has hurt other people. Shane Dawson has hurt friends of his, okay? None of that, no taking accountability. It's all about Shane Dawson's happiness. It's all about Shane Dawson's you know, like, need to be self-serving. Now, I don't know what you call that, but I do believe that Shane Dawson at one point was highly obsessed with types of people like this, okay? Types of people that are only out for one thing, and that's for themselves. I'm just saying, you know, maybe Shane Dawson saw all these people that he wanted to do series about because they were mirrors for Shane Dawson. Just a thought. So anyway, if you go in here and you read this, it's interesting, right? Someone said, it's because they delete any negative comments, and they do. That's been proven on the SIP, that Ryland deletes comments. Someone said there were a few, if you go down, we'll scroll way down, so that confused me a little. No doubt they must be deleting some, though, and Ryland obviously heavily filters and monitors his comments. Imagine living like that. I can't imagine living like that. Someone said they for sure are deleting. They deleted 3 of my comments. Someone said they probably pay people to do it. It'd be a 24-hour job. Someone said, people are rightfully calling out for my unfunny jokes that are often bigoted or downright inappropriate. Please feel sorry for me. I'm so soft, is what somebody said. Anyway. I deserved a lot of it, but it made me not want to make gross or bigoted jokes anymore. It's because he is genuinely not funny. I don't know where I heard this, but if you can't tell jokes without being offensive, you're not funny. And I totally agree with that, you know, or hurting somebody else, or making somebody else the butt of your jokes. Go watch this video. So, tons of the jokes in here, you guys, are not funny. It's the same Shane Dawson for a year ago, which then all of the people that are coming back and watching it, like, they were never upset with Shane to begin with, which this is Shane's following now, and Shane knows that. The Shane following for the future will be the people that never had an issue with anything that Shane Dawson did to begin with, right? So will Shane Dawson continue to go and thrive? Absolutely he will. He'll continue to thrive on, you know, YouTube. Someone said that they're going in here and talking about things they want him to apologize for. Someone said he is so effing manipulative, it's insane. Like, every time he pulls this SHI shit, it still shocks me because it is so obvious, and I can't believe it took me so long to realize it. Meaning that there are a lot of people out there that still don't realize. They're like, oh my God, Shane, he's back. How did I ever live without Shane Dawson? Well, you did. You did just fine, didn't you? You know? Someone said every piece of SHI Took YouTuber like David Dobrik is coming back, so he's jumping on that bandwagon. And someone said, and he is definitely back now. It's annoying to see how he is acting like the victim, and we should feel sorry for him. He is acting like the victim. Like, he's had to take the last year off to really figure out what makes him happy, you know? And in watching these trips and showing the ranch today and going out and buying, you know, $100 worth of food to make one burrito for a video and all this kind of stuff, I'm sitting there thinking, all these people that you have manipulated and got to buy your stuff, they've literally had to go on and continue to work 2 jobs. They've really struggled. The last 2 years have been really hard for a lot of people, for most people, you know? And Shane Dawson just continues to go on and be like, oh, it's been so hard for me to figure out what makes me happy in life. That's called privilege, Shane Dawson, okay? That you have the ability to not work and sit there and figure out what you want to do that makes you happy. That's called privilege. Like, I don't know that you realize that when there are literally millions of people out there that do not have the privilege to just sit at home and figure out what makes me happy. What would I like to pursue in my life? What would I like to do next? Do you know what I mean? No, that's not, most people don't have that. Someone said, I wanted to comment about how Ryland calling Shane dad made me so uncomfortable. And they go into all this. Someone said, okay, I'm not going to read those comments. Poor you, you can't be. I'm done with the beauty community. Still posts on, does he still post on the Shane Glosson? Was that on the Shane Glosson account? Done with the beauty community, still posts on a Shane Glosson account. Was that on his Shane Glosson community tab? And I'm just now realizing this after having read all those comments. Hold on a second. Shane Glosson. If this is on his community tab, this is what he did before. Okay, yep, it's on his community tab. Let's see Shane and see if he posted on his Shane channel as well. Shane, community tab. Nope. His Shane Glosson channel. Which he knows that typically that those are the people that aren't just like, he's not going to post it on his main channel because so many people that don't like him anymore that are waiting for the next video that he's going to post over there. Plus, that's his professional channel. The Shane Dawson channel is his joke channel, you know? That's manipulative in its own. These influencers are getting smart about how to handle their drama. Don't mention specifics so the words don't show up on Google searches with your name or fans that don't know anything asking about the story was. Someone said that's because he blacklists certain words so that the comments never show up. I mean, we all do that, so that's fair, I think. Someone said, whenever I see him, only feeling is disgust. Leave internet alone, soft boy. Go on and talk about Garrett. So much manipulation in every post. Don't you guys think his comeback will be to regularly appear on Ryland's channel, sort of like making it his own since his channels got demonetized? Someone said, are his channels still demonetized? I've seen some comments here lately that said his channels have been monetized again. However, I believe YouTube still places ads. YouTube still places ads on videos that are demonetized, so you can't really tell anymore. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot about the existence of the Shane Dawson channel. Did we ever figure out what the actual purpose of that channel was? None whatsoever. He was gonna do a makeup look over there, remember? Because he just is so in love with makeup. This is where it cracks me up that people are like, okay, well, people's opinions changed. No. He literally said that the reason he wanted to do the palette and that he was so interested in the makeup community was because he was obsessed with doing makeup, that he had a makeup room. He showed his makeup room and everything, but he was just embarrassed to do a look, right? We, to this day, have not ever seen a tutorial, a review, him sitting down with his good buddy, Jeffree Star. You know, like, we've never seen that with any of this stuff, you know, that he put out that people gave him millions and millions of dollars for. And that was what that channel was started for. And other things, yes, but the real purpose was because he just likes to play with makeup. You guys don't remember that? I mean, and this is where people are like, no, but no, that's what it was for. Then to come out and call the beauty community a circus, it's like, oh, by the way, did you see Tati referred to something about the circus and people thought that she was shading Shane Dawson? Good for her, she probably was. Someone said, I hope if he does talk about it, it puts him on his main channel and not the Shane Dawson one like he did with this post. Someone said he'll never talk about it as that would mean he has to address these very serious topics. Someone said it's truly shocking that he doesn't feel the need to address any of the really effed up things he has done other than OMG, what a hard year for me. Someone said I can't and won't be watching his comeback. I know that Ryland is trying slowly to inch it in. Family friendly. That happens, I'm out. I will unfollow Ryland as well. Shane cannot be excused to me of doing adult content, going over the edge and aiming for a much younger audience. I don't know. I just can't see him like before. And I think, honestly, like, that's what's happened for so many people, you know? But then there are people out there that still want to see us come back and watch his videos. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Are you excited about a Shane Dawson comeback? Will you watch it? Are you there for it? Are you, like, surprised by any of this? And did you watch the videos? Let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.